Okay, Jeskai, Nahiri. Let's see. I was really not sure about keeping this hand because, according to the spreadsheet, this is pretty bad. I got three of the worst performing cards in it. But I figure if I lose, oh well, I'll get more data. So screw it, I'll give it a shot. That and I do have a bubble scry thing going on. So opponents, not a bad hand. That search is pretty good against me. Unfortunately, they do have two dead cards right off the bat. I mean, unfortunately for them. So I go to look at my top card. I see the search and I'm thinking, okay, they're on some sort of Jeskai control. It could be one of the many different forms. And my top card is a Graph Digger's Cage, and they're tapped out. So I say, well, Graph Digger's Cage is pretty good in general against them. So I'm hoping actually for a Lantern right here. I do not see one. Instead, I see an Academy Ruins, but that's also pretty good against all the Jeskai control decks. So, yeah, I grabbed or I played the Graph Digger's Cage right off the bat. Opponent kind of speeds through the upkeep, doesn't give me a chance to decide to mill them, but it's fine. So, either way, it's good. Now, because of this Graph Digger's Cage and they happen to be playing the Jeskai Nahiri version, now the other two cards in their hand are pretty much dead. They have an Ambush Viper, without Death Touch, I guess, and they got Nahiri, which is a 4 mana, discard a card, draw a card. What is that, Jalen Tome or something like that? So things are already looking good. Of course, I don't really know exactly what my opponent's on yet. They scried to the top as well. So I went ahead and milled it. And then I draw a Collective Brutality here, and I was really tempted to go for the discard. So I'm thinking about my plays here. Of course, I want to play Ruins, because now I have Ruins online. I know I don't have to worry about them messing with that, especially pre-board. So I can start milling myself here with Ruins online. And I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to play what I'm going to play next, because I really want this to come through in case they have another Cryptic in hand. And opponent just goes ahead and concedes right now. I mean, I do have a pretty dominant lead, and they got 4 dead cards in hand and a land. So we go to game 2. I sided in Graph Digger's Cage. I sided out my Inquisitions and sided in 2 more Thoughtseize, so I got a full play set of Thoughtseize. I took out all my Collective Brutalities, and I took out, what's it called? Witchbane Orb, and sided in, let's see, what is it? Nature's Claim and Scylla Primordium as well. So I keep, because, I mean, according to the spreadsheet, this is pretty good, so I'll give it a shot. This is unfortunate, but it's okay. I only have 3 Shredders, and I run my other 3 Mill Rocks, I run non-targeted. So Leyline's not so bad. The only real dead card I got is, I mean, aside from not being able to shred them, is the 4 Thoughtseize, but that's okay. So, yeah, they're not worried about that. Apparently, they're trying to get Nahiri online as quick as possible. I was kind of tempted to pop my bauble there, but I decided not to. Also kind of tempted to play bridge, but I didn't want to quite do that yet. I don't need it yet. Let's let them try to tap out for something first. And I really don't want to whir right now because I want to draw that Nature's Claim. Notice there is a Stony Silence on top of my opponent's library, so I know the chances are I'm not going to be able to stop my opponent from drawing that. They're keeping 2 mana open, and I'm pretty sure they already know about this remand. I don't know, I might not. But I'm pretty sure they're going to draw that Stony Silence no matter what. So I just figure I'll just hold on to the Nature's Claim in the meantime. Yeah, so draw to counter with the whir, and I can go ahead and let them draw that for right now. And I play the second opal. Now I don't need to play the second opal here, but I do it anyways, just to like, I don't know, act like I have an abrupt decay in hand kind of thing. So, but holding the opal also doesn't do anything to me. So there's tapping out for Nahiri. So here I'm thinking this is my chance. I can get bridge through without it being countered. The best they can do then is bounce it with Cryptic, and that's really the only choice they got. And then they have to try to keep it off the field after that. Now I keep the mana up for Nature's Claim as well. So I pop the Bauble to draw the Mill Rock and whatever's underneath it, because Mill Rock right now is super good for me. And now Inventor's Fair is also going to be good for me. They can't really counter this much. So now they go for the bridge. Now this gives me a chance to whir in response. And there's a few targets I could go for. I could go for Pithing Needle, shut down Nahiri. I could go for Grafdigger's Cage, shut down Nahiri and any future Snapcasters. And I could go for, what's it called, another bridge, just in case. And really, my opponent doesn't seem to have any threats. Nahiri seems to be the biggest thing. So bridge in play doesn't matter if Grafdigger's Cage is in play. So Grafdigger's Cage can act as a bridge, pretty much, against Nahiri. And then all I got to do, and then that also stops Snapcasters. So Grafdigger's Cage actually does more. Same thing with Needle. Needle will stop Nahiri, but it won't stop Snapcasters. So in this case, I'm thinking Grafdigger's Cage is the best choice of the three at this point. So I'm going through, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And that's when I was like, yeah, Grafdigger's Cage. Now, I could have also needled the Scalding Tarn. That doesn't do anything for me. So, Cage it is. Now, after the shuffle, there's a Silence on top. I cannot let them draw that as well. So, they're still at my end of turn. I mill. And that's going to give them a chance to exile my Bell with Nahiri. Again, it does not matter because I can just get another one with Inventor's Fair. And the second ley line doesn't matter either. So at this point, I'm still in a very dominant lead. I can just untap. They're going to exile my Bell. I untap. I gain some life. Play a bridge. They'll try to remand it. I'll play. Well, I don't need to play bridge again. I can just let them remand it, and still everything's good. And then, they could try to Stony Silence or something, but really, I've got a pretty dominant lead at this point, and the opponent just leaves the game instead.